Here's another quick video because I still am not sleeping yet, and it's now 3:12. Almost been 3 hours since I've been up. There's a lot of gassing tonight. I have slept with this light on. When this light is on, it's kind of highly unlikely. Now I have two cameras because I have the laptop and I have the desktop that I got for work, and it's kind of a little bit harder for them to do if they're coming into my home. I know they are. I don't know how they're getting in because my door is pretty secure. Both doors to the basement, and door to the basement, door to the outside, the front door. They have hooks. They both have hooks, and I put the hooks on. It's kind of hard. These hooks are not easy to open. They're very tight. The door can't be budged, and if they go to pull it, they will pull the whole hook off. So you would know something happened. Hasn't been happening, but it's a lot of gassing, and I can feel a swelling in my tummy, like it's just swelling in my tummy. I don't know if it's just contracting. I think it's just lodged there. It's a hot, flushed feeling. When I tell you these people are using these nanobots, they are, and I don't know how many of them they put. Like when I'm sleeping, maybe my mouth is open and they pop them in there if they come into my mouth, if they come into my house. They're using these nanobots, these dispensers. So you could be sitting in a crowded room and you're smelling something coming from inside. Now, if they've managed to put bleach in there, or chlorine gas, or something that gives off something that you're talking about, like gas, whatever they put, just to prove that you're wrong and you're making things up or you're crazy, they will do that. You're sitting in a crowded room, nobody else is smelling it. It's coming from inside you. But if you can get people to actually say, well, this is coming from inside you because they smelled it around you. It could be any foul, disgusting scent or something that's unusual to the point where if you have this in you or on you, you shouldn't be alive. It's so unusual, so way out of the ballpark or the norm of life. That's whatever they do, there's always a loophole. Remember this. Whatever these people do, there's always loopholes where they will outdo themselves and land right where they belong. Because nothing is carved in stone. No evil is carved in stone. The only thing that's carved in stone is God's mercy. And even so, according to the Bible, some of them on Judgment Day will come knocking and he will say, I don't know you. You profess to know me, but I don't know you. Let's hope that you and I are not in that category. Because these people, these gang stalkers, they want to put us in that category. Where he will say, I don't know you. And they will convince you or try to convince you that this is where you belong. No way God could love you with the things that you're saying. The blasphemy is what they get with me with. Because I get angry. I cuss a lot. And I want to beat them to a pulp. I want to take a chair and beat them to a pulp and keep beating until there's nothing left but pulp on the ground. Because I get angry. And I think, is it Elijah? He used to walk with a cane. You see, my words are coming out double. My words are coming out double. This neural linking, it's not just one. Like there's many of them in my head. And these people, they just want to imitate me in some way. I don't know what it is. Hey, I'm great, so they want to imitate greatness. I mean, I don't know what the general consensus is amongst the group of parasites. They're parasites. These people are parasites. So I don't know what the general consensus is, or what the accomplishment is, the end result of all locked on to me, hold on tight like reins, trying to cause blood clots in my head, trying to cause, because sometimes I can feel like, I don't know what that is. If that's one of the nanobots or just a blood vessel popping. Not sure. I'm surprised I'm not like hemorrhaging and not seeing my eyes red or blood coming out my nose. I'm just surprised by now I'm not seeing that. With all this trauma from these weapons, and or they're coming into my home and injecting stuff into my head. I'm just surprised that the physical wear and tear is not showing a bit more. But in that case, sorry, my itches. One of the things, the side effects of these gassing, is that you feel like your eyes are red and burning all the time. But it's a burning sensation, a horrible sensation in the back of my neck, back of my head, and in my tummy, my stomach, my chest, my nose. Just, I want to scream, and I don't know how to say. I do. The unfairness of this is not. It's not. It's not legal. It's not right. It's not morally right. In any case, one of the things I wanted to say at the end of this video is you're going to feel days when everything is dark. You're going to feel days when everything is bleak. You're going to feel days when everything seems to be going in the wrong direction. And these people are like, they're not going to leave you alone until they kill you. Some of us have already given up and is just waiting basically for when life comes to an end. Because it's like a disease we have to learn to live with. When I say parasites, they're like diseases. They're like a new wave of disease you have to learn how to live with. Because once they lock onto your head, they don't let go, as they say. Whatever they're getting from it, they're juicing whatever they're getting. If they are, they're just fucking junkies. They're just fucking junkies. And I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. There's one thing as God is my witness. I don't do drugs. I don't do alcohol. I'm not a child molester. I'm not a rapist. And I don't gang stalk people. I don't gang stalk people. I don't know what the hell this is. Anyway, that's the least of my concern right now. One of the things is that they want to portray me as being very unattractive because they say it. That nobody will want me, nobody will do this. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. And they're cerebral rapists. And one day if this goes to court, I will explain what that means. They're cerebral rapists. You see, Kevin Christian always says they're attacking his genitals. Now, what form and shape that takes, I don't know. If it's just a sensation with an energy weapon in his genitals, I don't know. Not sure. But they're cerebral rapists. So when it goes dark, when you feel bleak, when you feel like things are not going to go away, and you want to lose your faith, that's when you have to strengthen it. Because bear in mind this, if this is really bad, look how bad this is right now. If you renounce your faith and you go the opposite way and you fold and you buckle, if you think this is bad, think of how bad that is. If there is a place called hell, which the Bible states the second death is a place called fire and sulfur. Think about it. If you think this is bad, what about that? So have faith. Have faith. Hold your head up and have faith. Now it seems like we're abandoned. Now it seems like God doesn't care anymore. Now it feels like we're left on our own. Now it feels like we're lost. Now it feels like we're already been outcast. Like he doesn't listen to our prayers anymore. Like we don't matter to him. Maybe we are the outcasts. Remember one thing, this is what the intention is behind all of this. To make us believe this. To make us believe that he doesn't care. To make us believe that he's cast us off. To make us believe that he's displeased with us and he's never going to forgive us for what we've done. If you conform to this thinking, then you're playing right into their hands. This is what they're all about, these parasites. It's almost like the plan is if they get us to sin so much where we just are cast off, then they will get away with it scot-free. I don't understand how we being cast off or our doing or reactions to them, how does it minimize their sin? I mean, if they feel they're on their way to hell already, they don't want to redeem themselves, or they feel there's no redemption for them, they've gone too far, then there's only anger that's left, hatred. Well, if we didn't exist, they wouldn't have sinned. Yes, they would. They would have found somebody else. Because some of these people go at this with such gusto. It's like their destiny. It's like an obligation placed on them from the universe. Like this is all they know. So, I don't know how that reasoning would work. I think it's just another form of abusing us. But don't lose your faith. Don't lose your hope, no matter what you do.